If you've ever tried scalping micro ticks out of the market, you know the drill. You end up staring at a screen for hours, bouncing between indicators, and finishing the day mentally drained and broke. There is a simpler way to approach the markets. It's a mechanical, three-step system called the ARC method. And because it relies on basic market structure, it applies to tech stocks, cryptocurrencies, and even physical assets like baseball cards. To prove the mechanics of this system, we are going to apply it to a real-world asset today. We'll use the stock of NVIDIA, and we'll map out a trade from start to finish without relying on hindsight. We are going to replace the stress of guessing with a rigid three-step checklist: area, range, and candle. Step 1 is area. The vast majority of price action on your screen is just algorithmic noise. To find actual opportunity, we only need to locate 4 specific levels from the previous day's trading. Take a look at this 3D chart of NVIDIA's previous day. We establish our box high by identifying the absolute highest price point, including the wicks. We do the exact same thing at the bottom to find our box low, drawing a tight perimeter around yesterday's action. Next, we find the swing high. By scanning left on the chart, we look for the very next historical price peak that sits directly above our box high. When we find it, we mark it. We apply that exact same logic to the bottom to find our swing low. We scan backward and downward until we hit the next lowest price valley beneath our box low. Now we have our boundaries, and we introduce our first strict rule. If NVIDIA's price drops down into these bottom 2 lines, you are only allowed to buy. Conversely, the top 2 lines are your designated sell zone. That leaves the middle of this chart. This area is completely off limits. If the price is hovering between these extremes, we do not touch it. These outer lines represent where the strongest institutional buy and sell orders are clustered. When you trade in the middle, you get chopped up by random retail noise. By waiting for the edges, you align yourself with the heavy volume. Getting the location right solves half the battle. Step 2 is range, and it fixes the most common mistake new traders make: entering a winning trade but having no idea when to take the profit. Looking back at our chart, we measure the exact dollar distance between our box high and box low. For NVIDIA, this span is $3. This single number dictates our entire risk profile. Before we commit a single dollar, we need to see momentum. We demand a fast, uninterrupted price move that covers at least 20% of that $3 range right out of the gate. Once we have that momentum confirmation, our exit is set. A successful execution on this setup targets between 50 and 100% of that measured box range. For this specific stock, that means a strict target of $1.50 to $3 per share.
The reason this math holds up is that financial assets naturally pinball back and forth. They hit the ceiling, get rejected, drop to the floor, pick up buyers, and bounce right back to the top. Occasionally, you will encounter a compressed chart where the box high and low are extremely close together. When that happens, the pressure builds, and the price will break aggressively outward to test the wider swing high or swing low. Defining this exact dollar range ahead of time removes hope from the equation. You aren't guessing if a stop will run forever. You have a concrete finish line. You have the right area, and you have the mathematical range. The final step is the candle. This is the exact trigger mechanism to execute the order. You cannot blindly buy just because an asset touches the bottom line. Catching a falling knife will drain your account instantly. Look closely at this candlestick sitting directly on our support line.
We are looking for a hammer shape with a distinctly long bottom wick. I call these John wicks because they show aggressive, immediate intervention by heavy buyers, pushing the price back up. Even with a strong hammer, we wait. The mandatory confirmation rule requires the very next candlestick to fully break above the top of that hammer. Once it crosses that threshold, the trade is active. Now we immediately secure the position. Your stop loss goes directly beneath the absolute bottom tip of that long wick. Do not give it extra room. Traders constantly complain about getting stopped out right before a run. By tucking your stop directly under the wick, you're hiding your risk underneath the massive institutional algorithms that just bought there. They will defend that exact price point. With the stop locked and the confirmation triggered, we execute. Buying off that confirmed wick inside the designated buy zone results in a fast, uninterrupted spike directly toward our pre-measured dollar target. This is how you build a high-probability trade. You require the market to hit a tested boundary, offer a measured mathematical payout, and print a confirmed visual trigger before you risk a cent. Following these strict constraints on NVIDIA produced a clean sweep. The price tapped our established floor, printed the required hammer, and immediately pushed upward to fill the entire $3 target. Think about how this feels compared to frantic, high-volume scalping. There is no guessing, no staring down the minute chart, and no emotional drain. It comes down to a boring, repeatable sequence. You define the area to guarantee location, you measure the range to secure your targets, and you demand the precise candle for execution timing. You can strip the complicated indicators off your screen right now. If you force the market to meet these 3 specific structural requirements, you let the heavy money do all the lifting for you.